First off, we have space. Space in its broadest meaning is the arena in which the creation arises. It is a profoundly impersonal principle that is, in truth, a primal condition of consciousness that is continuously vibrating. In a less broad meaning, space is location, the place where action arises. Any location is the means for this principle to come into existence.
So let me share my sense of it. So we all know space, right? Oh, you know, outer space, right? Outer space actually isn't empty.
No.
It's full of stuff. It's just not stuff that's relevant to us directly, except some of it kills us, you know. But space is a holding. By the way, space is a sphere. It is a dimension of possibility that is spherical. 3 dimensions, 4 dimensions, 5 dimensions, all of these are dimensional. And what happens within that space is all the things we see, all the things we can experience, all the things through our instruments we can get to know about. So space is the place in which all places reside, right? So what is the thing about space that's relevant for us is location, is our place. Okay? And I'll let you guess what that might be, but we'll get down to that a little bit in the commentary. So what we have is I've asked Gitananda to take the commentary and bring it up. This time, just bring up the portion on space. Okay. Now
Are they seeing Satri in the middle of this?
Yeah, I'm gonna move it.
Okay. All right.
So I'm reading?
You're reading the commentary.
Okay, I'm reading the whole commentary. All right, the commentary on space. The principle of space is the primal vibration, impulse arising out of the thought as it comes into existence. It is the expression of consciousness coming into existence through what the Vedas call the element of ether. It is the sound of Om or Om. The sound, they name it the sound of Brahman. In the Christian tradition, it is the first sound of God speaking. One can hear this in deep meditative silence and inwardness. The Vedas call it Brahman, but it eludes all descriptions. Rather, it is the context, the container that holds, allowing for all existence to arise. Keep reading.
Yeah.
At a practical level, space is the location of all locations. It is the canvas on which existence paints itself. It is the screen that allows these words to show up. Space is the word that describes its principle in this physical dimension, in which all matter arises, including the world and ourselves, but it is not bound to just what we know with our minds. Location is the subjective expression of this principle. Our body is the place, the field where Dharma is worked out, where the original intent can fulfill its purpose. Our physical body and its systems, vital mind, intellect, and ego, is the location where the thought can come into existence.
Okay, so that's the realization. The recognition is the whole is in the piece, just like the piece is part of the whole. So our bodies is the space for the creation to show up. Our body is the vehicle. It is the means of defining a space in physicality in which creation arises. It's not just our body. Every body is the space in which the whole evolution is there. To whatever that object, or whatever that living being, whatever that flower, that plant is capable of experiencing, it experiences that in the whole creation as its own. Its hunger, its thirst, its pains of death, its aging, its rebirth, its regeneration. It is a piece of the whole. So everything you need to know is here with you now in your body. Everything there is to know, experience, to understand is here with you in your body. These words I'm speaking, the energy you're feeling, the fact of that is you happening, is happening to every one of you, is happening in all of us here right now, is the evidence of the immediacy I speak of. This moment of now is it. Here in you, no place else. You don't have to be worried about any place else because it's there in you, and you is everywhere. Okay, this is what it means to awaken spiritually. You may not have the languaging, you may not have this understanding, you may not know the context, but we're now in the time where we need to know. We need to bring in our mind, we bring in our intellect, we need to bring in our individual organization of our capacity for action so that we can begin to speak from the truth of what is speaking, from the purpose of that which is the purpose, are all purposes. We need to become recognizing there is no other place that the Supreme can manifest but as you, in a way that's real, in a way that's tangible, in a way that shapes the choices you make, that shapes the actions you take, the possibilities you sense. See, then you become the purpose, then you become the Dharma, and then you infuse the world with those qualities.